Yo, what's going on? Jan Moses here from Broth Cindy, bringing you another episode of the Blueprint Series for NBA 2K22 My Team. Now, this one should be pretty short, just a couple of things that I want to touch on since we are less than a week away from Season 5, which means another podcast is on the horizon with Harry. And we did tease a different kind of podcast that we would hopefully be uploading in the near future a couple of weeks ago, and we are going to hopefully do that podcast this week as well. So look for two podcasts on the channel this week coming from Harry and I, but I wanted to make this Blueprint Series episode really quickly for a number of reasons, the first of which being we just hit level 40. I was kind of pessimistic that I was going to be able to hit level 40 after they removed a bunch of the day one agendas, such as the heat check agendas from the game a couple of Fridays ago, but we were able to take advantage of the all-star agendas and hit just a tick above 150k XP, which means we are going to finally have Yao Ming on the squad. I think they actually did a really good job with the XP, because if you didn't grind for Yao Ming within the first couple of weeks, if you weren't actively grinding, it was actually a bit of a challenge to get this Yao Ming. And in a way, I kind of like it because I didn't actively grind Yao Ming thinking, oh, I'll hit level 40 easy. I have so much XP. And while I didn't know that they were going to be removing agendas, so it made it a little more difficult, which, again, I'm cool with. So let's go ahead and open up the Yao Ming pack. I think in terms of Season 4 rewards, we did a pretty good job. We just got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander yesterday from completing Limited. On the TTO board, I got both the Galaxy Opal Dan Issel and the Pink Diamond KZ Russell, or Kazi Russell, however you pronounce his name. TT Offline, I haven't really played it that much, so I don't have any of the reward players to show for it. And we are grinding for 100 wins in clutch time this season to get that Pascal Siakam. We're at, I think, the 50 or 51 win mark as of right now. So we have Yao Ming, but I don't want to just talk about the reward cards. I'm not going to talk about Yao Ming because everyone and their mother who plays My Team and uploads any My Team content on YouTube has definitely gone over Yao Ming's ratings. I'm definitely towards the latter end of people that have added Yao Ming to their squad in My Team this year. But I do want to first, now that Yao Ming's out of the way, talk about the all-star content that we got, namely because we had our first Dark Matters enter the game in the form of Russ, T-Mac, and Kobe. I know there were a lot of people, at least that I saw on Reddit and Twitter and a couple people on YouTube, that complained about these Dark Matters not having their release on quick timing or only having 20 Hall of Fame badges. And I know that DBG got a lot of flack for being in favor of these cards being statted and badged the way that they are. I'm on DBG's side in this argument. I really like the power creep that they've installed in this game. They haven't really dropped a lot of cards that were really game-breaking. I remember when we had the Diamond glitched Klay Thompson enter the game, and I remember how OP he was, and I remember thinking to myself, well, if we're going to be getting players like this game is going to become dead in a matter of months because we're just going to get players every week that are going to be just like the next one, And what we're getting now are players that, are really good. Like the Kobe's really good. The T-Mac's really good. The Russ is really good, but you could still use the Pink Diamond versions of all these players and not really see a big drop-off. This Kobe is a much better defender than the other one, and if money wasn't a thing, if MT wasn't a thing, then you would get the Dark Matter Kobe over the Pink Diamond Kobe because the Dark Matter Kobe is an objectively better card, but he's not that much better where you need to spend 500k plus MT more to get this one compared to the Pink Diamond NBA 75 one. So I really like it. I like that we're slowly building up the effectiveness of cards and we're not just jumping right in and kind of ruining the player pool. So I'm really happy about it. And all these cards, again, they're all really good. I'm just not in a rush to get any of them because they're dark matters and they're being priced like they are dark matters on the auction house, and they're just really not that good. Like, I don't want a 20 Hall of Fame badge card for 800k MT. I just really don't want it. And Russ, I don't really care for Russ. I'm sorry, I don't. But the other cards are pretty interesting too. The Melo, I mean, on current gen, I don't love Melo because he steps on the line whenever he's shooting corner threes. Jokic, I'm going to get back to in a sec. This Levine is one of the best shooting guards in the game, I think, especially on offense, and that's really all I really want to talk about. So we'll get back to Jokic. I love Jokic. When I was playing Unlimited in Season 2, the Diamond Jokic was one of the mainstays of my team. He was one of my best players, and that was with his 49 lateral quickness. Again, 4.9. That was his lateral quickness rating and 67 speed, and he was still so good for me. I just got this card last night for 7K on a snipe, and I'm going to keep him. And that is with us getting potentially a few really good big men in the next day or so, because we are coming off of the Saturday events for All-Star Weekend, namely the Skills Challenge, the three-point contest, and the dunk contest. In the Skills Challenge, we saw the Cavs team come out on top. And what's really interesting with that is we're going to now get, it looks like, 3 players from that round that are going to get cards, not just one. Like, I think last year, Sabonis won the skills competition. And now this year, we're going to hopefully get cards for Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, and Evan Mobley. The latter two, I'm really happy are getting upgrades because Jarrett Allen has not gotten an upgrade, I think. He only has his 81 overall Emerald and Heat Check card in my team. And Evan Mobley, when he got his Tisk the Season card around Christmas time, was one of my favorite bigs to run because back then we didn't really have a lot of bigs in the game. Like, people were still paying 300, 400K for the NBA 75 David Robinson. And this Evan Mobley card, I mean, if you look at him, his Amethyst, 91 offense, 96 defense, 7 feet tall, 84 3-ball with a cash release. At least I love his release. 92 block is fantastic. 81 speed is totally fine with 82 lateral quickness. I mean, this card came out and was a great budget option for a lot of people in my team at the center spot. So he'll probably get a diamond card, and he'll probably be really, really good. The only difference is now we've gotten a number of quality big men like the Jokic that I just mentioned. May not make sense for you to go and get this Mobley unless they give him a really good speed boost, or I should say a boost to his speed rating. I'm assuming they're going to give him a decent 3-ball, like maybe a 90-something, and give him a Hall of Fame limitless. And I only say that because it was Evan Mobley who sank the half-court three-pointer to win the skills challenge for his team. So that's my guess, at least for Evan Mobley. The three-point contest winner was Karl Anthony Towns, and Towns, I think, broke the record for highest score in a particular round with 29, which is pretty damn good. I think we could see a lot of people put their cats up onto the auction house today, and I'm honestly debating copping Towns if we see him drop in price. Because right now you can see this one with diamond shoe, diamond contract, and one added Hoff badge is at 173K roughly with 3.5 minutes to go. If we see, for some reason, Cat pop up for a buy now or something like that, I will almost certainly cop him because I really like Cat. I feel like this is a really good card, and I think he'll get an opal tomorrow because you can't really downgrade to a pink diamond, I think. And I just think his opal tomorrow is not going to be as good as this one. I really don't. Or they'll give him like a much better 3-point rating, but I mean, this one has a 93-3. I mean, are you going to really notice a difference between a 93 and maybe a 99 3-ball? I don't know. So Cat is a very interesting card for me in terms of his limited edition 3 card that just came out 2 weeks ago. I want to see if he drops in price over the course of the day because I don't think we're going to get the Moments cards until tomorrow, until we see who wins the MVP award for the All-Star game tonight. Now, we'll get to the All-Star game MVP in a second. The last card I want to mention that we're going to be getting tomorrow is a player who is near and dear to my heart because he plays for my New York Knicks, and that is Obi Toppin. I cannot wait to see what his diamond card is going to look like. because I'm assuming he's going to get a diamond, not a pink diamond or an opal, obviously. And Fernie Simons got a diamond card last year, I believe. I looked on 2KDB like an hour ago. I don't really remember. But I'm pretty sure he got a diamond card for winning the dunk contest last year. I'm assuming Obi gets a diamond this year. And the Obi Amethyst card was really, really good. I really liked his release. His dunk animations are fantastic. And they actually made him respectable on defense. Like 88 speed, 86 lateral. His block was an 85 with an 81 steal. Like, he could be like a sneaky good power forward / center to run in like clutch time. And for TTO, he's going to be a great card to run because he's going to be kind of like a Blake Griffin in terms of like a player who can shoot well, dunk well, and he's going to be easier to get than Blake, who you have to grind for like, 6 hours to get. I'm not really going to talk about the all-star agendas. I mean, they are what they are. I feel like that Blake is underrated only because so many people are crapping on him for his piss-poor defensive ratings. And maybe we see 2K buff his stats like they did with the DeMar DeRozan card when people were complaining about him a little bit and they improved his ratings. Only a little bit, like a slight tweak. But the Blake Griffin's player model is really nice. I feel like he can play defense much more effectively than his ratings would suggest. But that's all I really want to say about that. Now, the MVP award for tonight's All-Star game, I looked at the odds. I think LeBron is the odds-on favorite, and it does kind of make sense. LeBron back in Cleveland, the Akron kid. It would make sense for him to want to come out and have a really good game. I guess if he gets an opal, that would kind of affect the price of the NBA 75 opal, but the pink diamond card has already done that. The pink diamond LeBron that came out on Friday is basically the same card as the opal Tis the Season and NBA 75 version. Other players that I could see getting it, John Morant, I could see him going off. He's been having an incredible season. I could see Giannis repeating and getting back-to-back All-Star Game Finals MVPs. DeMar as well, just because of, just like John Morant logic. DeMar's been having an incredible season, obviously. I could see Embiid going off, although I feel like Embiid and the Joker are going to take a backseat kind of. Curry, maybe. Booker, maybe. Doncic, and I feel like that's basically it. I don't really see any of the other players that are playing tonight having a viable shot at getting the finals or the All-Star MVP. I would like to see Giannis get one just so we have another Galaxy Opal Giannis in the auction house to bring down the value of the other one, but that Giannis is not going to be able to shoot the ball very well. Unless Giannis comes out in the All-Star game and goes like 4 or 5 from 3, I don't really see him having a good 3-point rating at all. So, yeah, that's all I got for this weekend. I want to just briefly touch on what's potentially coming on Friday because in the stream yesterday for the 250K tournament, they mentioned that we're going to be getting 2 players, one at level 1 and one as the unlimited rewards, as players that we've never seen in my team before. And I know a lot of people, myself included, immediately thought, even though it's unrealistic, that Reggie Miller would be one of them. I just don't see it being Reggie Miller. I would be totally shocked. I think Rasheed Wallace makes the most sense. I've seen a few other people say Rasheed Wallace. Sheed, I think, makes a ton of sense, and I would love to get Sheed. Obviously, an illustrious career with the Knicks in 2012. That was sarcasm, by the way. But I would love to have Sheed. The other player, I have no idea who it could be. I mean, just thinking back to when I used to play, NBA Live and would watch NBA as a kid, I'd love to see Mikal Petrus get a card. I feel like that would be pretty cool. I don't know if Mikal Petrus has ever had a card in the game because I saw people say Tayshaun Prince, but I think Tayshaun Prince has had a card before in my team. And maybe I'm just misremembering what they said on stream yesterday, but I'm pretty sure they said we're going to get 2 players that have not had a My Team card before, and I'm pretty sure Tayshaun Prince has. So I'm going to go with Rasheed Wallace and Mikal Petrus as my 2 cards that are coming out as the new players in Season 5. I also know Bill Sharman was talked about. I think Sharman was Bob Cousy's backcourt buddy back in the 50s. Sure, why not? I just don't want to have a 6'2 shooting guard or 6'1, whatever his height was. Really not that excited about that. And we're going to get a Dark Matter level 40 reward, which is pretty interesting. If we were to go based on what we've gotten as the season level 40 rewards to date. We've gotten Melo, who's a small forward, followed by Kevin Garnett, who's a power forward, followed by AI, who was a point guard when we got him, and then Yao Ming, who's a center. So that leaves shooting guard as the last position that we have yet to receive as a level 40 reward in my team this year, which is kind of unfortunate because we just got the Kobe and the Tracy McGrady. If I had to guess who our player reward would be for hitting level 40 in Season 5 right now, it would be Dwayne Wade. I just think Dwayne Wade makes a lot of sense as a reward card. I think he's been a reward card in the past for 2K. He's a fan favorite. I know people aren't going to be exactly excited to get a Dwayne Wade card because he's like, 6'3", 6'4". He's going to be shooting guard. We just got Kobe and T-Mac, as I just said. But he should be a really fun card to get. I don't know if I'll actively grind for Wade. Like, I grinded for Yao Ming because at the time when Season 4 started, David Robinson was still arguably the best big in the game, I think, which was pretty embarrassing because Robinson had been out for like 2 or 3 months up until that point. So, but now we have so many big men. Like, I got the Jokic. I'm talking about us potentially getting an Evan Mobley that could be a lot of fun to use. We have Karl Anthony Towns, who I showed. We have an Embiid, who's really good. We have a Yi Jianlian, who I still want. I think that card is a phenomenal center card. And maybe he'll drop in value when we get super packs tomorrow, I think. So, anyways, Dwayne Wade is my guess for the level 40 reward. And, yeah, all I'm going to do the rest of this season is grind for Pascal Siakam. I'm halfway there. I need to get, 50 clutch time wins in 4 or 5 days, which is definitely doable. I just have to dedicate the time for it, which is the biggest challenge. And I want to work towards getting 1.5 million MT. I was working the All-Star Galaxy Opal filter and was flipping Jokic's left and right. Right now, we are sitting at we're basically 19K away. I think that's pretty doable to do for as a target goal for MT for Friday. Again, 1.5 million MT. I think that's pretty doable. So yeah, look forward hopefully to uploading a podcast or two with Harry this week, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to that as well. Just a quick side note here. Shiz has been absolutely crushing it with the uploads on YouTube and on Twitch. Him and I have been uploading clips from or not really clips, I guess, the full streams broken down into episodes for Dong and Rampa. That has been coming out, and we've been having a lot of fun with that. And I've streamed my team now twice in the last 24 hours. I'm going to probably stream my team again either later today or more than likely tomorrow, since I'm going to be streaming Dongan with Shiz in a few hours. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, as always, and if you're supporting us on Twitch as well, we really appreciate you. We are on the road to getting affiliated, hopeful to get that by the end of the month. Yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Jan, signing out. Peace.